You go outside at night, the sky scintillating with stars, and you ask the universe a question, something you just thought of in the moment. You speak out loud, even though you're alone. You don't know why you spoke, just thinking it would have had the same effect. No one is there to answer you. There's no response. You sigh. Finding a dry patch of grass, you sit down, arms extended behind you, supporting your weight. Your gaze is upward, onward even. You think about your question for a bit, turning it over in your head. Maybe there's a better way to word it, to phrase things. Maybe asking it was a little crass. Who are you to ask the universe a question anyways? There was no response, so obviously it wasn't a very good question. Perhaps, however, it is a question deserving of an answer. You, after all, deserve an answer, do you not? Sure, there's nothing that says you are supposed to get an answer, but there's nothing that says you aren't supposed to get an answer. You play with some grass, crush up some dried leaves, letting the bits fall in your pants. Why am I here? You ask the question again, quieter than the first time, a little less passionate, almost matter-of-factly, despite it being a question. What an arrogant thing to ask, is it not? Why am I here? You specifically. That's not the right question. No one would answer that, even if you asked your next-door neighbor. The whole universe is supposed to pause all of its functions, all the chemical reactions, gravity, time itself, causality, stop all of existence just to answer your question? Nah, the universe has better things to do. So you sit down a while longer. It's a beautiful night, the majesty of the galaxy right in front of your eyes. From the orchids and cherry trees in front of you, to the owl hooting in the distance, the motorcycle engine speeding off down the highway, all the way to the farthest star visible to your eyes. But that's not really a star, you realize. It's an entire galaxy, a whole separate space filled with suns, moons, asteroids, gas giants, black holes, and perhaps even a tiny rock, just like the one you're sitting on, with a curious little creature looking up at its own night sky. Intergalactic eye contact? Who knows? But you entertain the fantasy regardless. You smile for the first time since sitting down. You just made a friend, and came to the greatest epiphany of your life. You feel like laughing. You want to shout. You want to jump in frustration, punch in excitement. Your heart feels full, content. You could just as easily break down crying. These emotions all at once. Because you got it. You found the question. The one that you know for sure the universe will answer. How could it not? Finally, a proper response, an answer to the question by the universe itself. You're almost trembling at this point, the surge of emotion taking its toll on you. With a calming breath, you ask the universe a third time for the night, your head tilted to that distant star. Why are we here? Emphasizing the pronoun, the words almost choking in your mouth. The universe answered. Its answer fills you with bewilderment, rage, harmony, and humor. The actualization of all the emotions you had just been feeling. Potential and kinetic energy. It speaks in the most powerful language ever. Silence. The universe's response unchanged from before, but yet, now it has answered. It's like banging drums over a sounding gong, shouted into a speakerphone. The question, why are we here? I don't know, is the response. That's just it. You get it. You understand. At long last, your life makes sense, like a stormy cloud that breaks, revealing a burning inferno whose light can melt you. We are one. You're speaking again, rambling to yourself, into everything at the same time. Me and you, gesturing to the universe. We are one. Neither of us know why we are here, why that foreign terrestrial creature gazing wondrously at your very own star exists, why the cricket chirping by your feet exists, why the wind breezing through the forest exists. We don't know. Yet we are here together. One is all, and all is one. But the universe itself doesn't know why it's here. How could it? How could you? No, we are together in this existence. Whether you want to or not, whether you understand why or not. That's reality. Do you realize how selfish you've been? How could you ask such a question as why am I here? I, me, the whole universe was meant just for you. You shake your head, chuckling at the you from 15 minutes ago. The you from the past years of your life. No, it's we. Us. All of us. All of the universe. Everything together in this existence. Neither man nor rock gets. You lay down on the grass, satisfied and deeply regretful at the same time. It's not an unpleasant feeling. Peaceful, perhaps, is the way to describe it. You're looking at that infinitely distant star, at that infinitely faraway friend that somehow feels as close to home as being in your backyard. All is just fine. We are fine. And that's about when the fire ants start biting your face, crawling on your arms and legs, delivering painful bite after painful sting. That's what you get for laying down on an anthill, you asshole.